few times in the last 12 months or so, I've come across a couple of individuals who have not been paid for their work, and they were looking to bring claims to the Workplace Relations Commission under the Payment of Wages Act. And when they came to me for advice about their case, and I asked them for their contract of employment, it became pretty clear that the likelihood is the employer, or so-called employer, purported employer, was going to claim that these individuals were self-employed, independent consultants or contractors or freelancers. And when I looked at the situation and saw that they had no contract of employment, or they had some sort of a contract which said they were independent contractors, and when I asked further questions, for example, who pays your tax? Did you raise invoices? Did you register for VAT? Did you have to get permission to go on holidays? Could you take other clients? All of these questions were questions that ultimately an adjudicator is going to look at and decide whether the person was in fact a self-employed contractor or not. The couple of situations that I came across, it was likely that that was going to be the case and that was going to be the finding. And obviously then that's a huge frustration for the individuals concerned, because the money that were owed could have been up as far as maybe 10 or 15,000. That's in respect of unpaid invoices. The course of action though for them then would be basically to bring legal proceedings to sue essentially for breach of contract in the district court. So how that works is, if it's up to 15 grand, district court has jurisdiction. You issue a claim notice, you serve it on the company or the debtor who owes you the money, and ultimately then they enter an appearance and a defence to your claim, or they don't do that, and you can then go and get a judgment in default in your office or in the solicitor's office. Or if they do enter an appearance and a defence and say, for example, that the invoices are not outstanding, or the money is not owed, or the work was substandard, then there's going to be a hearing, a district court hearing, and ultimately a judge will decide whether you are entitled to get paid for all of the work, or some of the work, or none of the work. The bottom line is, if you're an independent contractor, if you're a consultant, if you're a freelancer, you were wasting your time going to the Workplace Relations Commission, because the Workplace Relations Commission can only deal with claims under the Payment of Wages Act, and that implies that you are an employee. If you can't go to the WRC, if you can't go to the Workplace Relations Commission, well then your only option is to go the civil route, the courts route. You sue for breach of contract. Now you might think that you're wasting your time, it's a completely futile exercise, the company will ignore you, but they may not, because ultimately if they do ignore you and you get a judgment against them, then theoretically you can pursue that judgment, you can have it executed, and ultimately you can actually threaten to wind up the company that hasn't paid you. So if it comes to that, and if you pursue it relentlessly, then it may well be that the company will actually take you seriously and they'll either pay you the money or pay you a good portion of the money. I hope you find this useful. If you do, give it a thumbs up down below, and you might be interested in subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you are, just hit subscribe down below if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're watching it on Facebook, head over to YouTube. There should be a link in the description here on Facebook, and you can subscribe and you can get new videos as and when I post them. Thanks for watching.